Guys, this thing of demonizing ancestors one day is going to get a lot of people into trouble. Because your ancestors are your parents. And guys, you should be careful of the things you say.
Practice.
And the worst part, my brother, about ancestors, when they want something, they close all doors. Abakhulumi kahle.
Let me tell you, we've heard that a lot. For example, let's say I have business ventures myself.
Yeah.
So some of them fail, some of them do well, some of them. So in other words, the failure of any of them could be an indication that they're not happy.
Yeah.
So I have to slaughter something good. It's panda.
Yeah.
Everything that good doesn't spanda.
Yeah, that's their problem. They can lose the business, shut all the income, and when you consult, they say they need something, and they're not gonna open it until you do those things.
So now, here's a relationship that bothers me about African people. So the ancestors that we pray to. So ancestors would be a big definition. So I don't want to define it, but I'll just put it here. So ancestors, according to us, is a person who is in your lineage and that person is no longer alive. In Africa, those people are highly revered. They are so highly revered that they even want to impose it on other religions like Christianity. But we've heard what is the difference. I've hosted podcast and quite a few people talks about the importance of ancestors. What rubs me off the bad way is the fact that an ancestor, the way an ancestor communicates, when the ancestor is not happy, and when they say it with pride. Ancestors are more dangerous than God, and I don't want to show you the difficulty people are having with God in the Bible, the wrath of God. You don't want to face the wrath of God, but ancestors who love Africans would unleash the most unimaginable atrocities against black people, that it is told to be a caring ancestor who's just to sway you into the right direction. I still don't understand this relationship with our ancestors, and I wish someone could come and enlighten us about this relationship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you few videos of people who talks about this point of why our ancestors want some say they want blood, and this is why the Christians, they call it dark energy or kingdom of darkness, they say. Yes, but I want you to listen to what they say and give me perspective afterwards. Write on the comments, tell us if you're a Sangoma or you believe in what they do. Explain, make it make sense for me. Why do African ancestors are so, I don't want to say so easy, but so vicious against the people they say they love? Is it a misrepresentation, or indeed our ancestors, they will sleep being kind people, but when they die and they want to send a message through you, they become very vicious? I don't understand. Please make it understand. My name is Mashi, and we do such podcast on this channel. Please, if you are new, just click and find other channels, other podcasts that we have made, more reactions like this. But find it more, and then let's talk. Just engage us. Please use that button to subscribe and share so other people can do. But most importantly, engage. Let's see, because I want you to understand, I'm saying this out of out of ignorance, and the more the ignorance go, because I'm a person who changes his mind based on new information that comes. I'm not a stringent, I'm not a fundamentalist in any way. Educate me so I can learn. For now, this thing still baffles me. Why would African ancestors, and they will not in any way be vicious against the people who are oppressing black people. They will only be aggressive on black people. They will not empower Africans when they are happy. They will please enlighten me. Why would these living ancestors not want to bless us with the power, like a Black Panther power? If they are so powerful, why can't they just give us with vibranium power so we could take over the world and protect their legacy? I don't know. You know better. Please explain. Thank you.
Man, I lost job. They say no, that is your ancestors. Because of I was so stubborn, I was saying no. If they don't want me to work, they can keep the work. Then I said I'll open business for myself. Then I remember I bought an incubator.
Yes.
Yeah, it was so expensive.
It's a terrible story.
So with that incubator to hatch eggs, I remember the first batch I bought 700 eggs, but only 15 eggs got hatched. Then 600 and something, it was a loss. So I have to throw them. Then I said, it was something. Then I bought 800 eggs, only 10 eggs got hatched. Then 790 eggs, I have to throw them. So after that, incubator got broken. They said, that's your ancestors. They want you to become a Sangoma. I tried to run away, then I got sick. So I was like, okay, since I'm sick, there's no way. I have to surrender. Then that's where the journey started.
Yo, so you... And I feel that this is the part I feel is a problem. Because it's almost like it's seen as a curse.
No, it's not.
Yes, so other people would think, but why? Why khethile?
You know what happened? People who see it as a curse, I don't know. But then now
He is in Jesus. That's when I wanted Jesus for the first time in my life. Went to my mother, said, you tried everything, you lost your money, you've spent a lot.
Yeah.
Why don't we try this Jesus? My mother, I thought she was going to object. And she said, let's try it. Then that's how I got saved. Now the thing is this. When I got saved, I met Utobela Tobela. Many people know her as Swanevi. She was a woman who was a Sangoma for over 15 years by then. Okay. When she met me, she was there, and then when we meet on the road,
yes.
That's how we do. Then she did that, and then I stood. I said, Hakok, I'm no longer there. And she said to me, what do you mean? I just said, sin the sea. She shook her head and says, I was a philosopher.
She literally told you you're gonna die when you met on the road.
She wasn't the first person. They said to me, it doesn't work, you're gonna die. When was that? 2009.
You see that
I'm still alive.
You see that they are not my ancestors. That's a book that what we are watching there. Wow. It's called They Are Not My Ancestors.
Yes.
When he left his ancestors to come and join Jesus as his Lord and Savior, they told him he's going to die.
Yeah.
And they said they sent Tikoloshis to him. Yeah. But I just put a clip here where he says it. So Lo and I were threatened with death.
You won't leave.
So it brings back to that question that I said, yes, of witchcraft.
Fear.
And when I said, why are the ancestors of African people always have this animosity against the people that they should be loving? I want to understand that part. I ask everyone.
The lady I led to Christ who lived in the same street, we suffered from the same thing from the years past. She followed me because she was tired. When she saw me, which is working for me, this thing of salvation, she followed me because she was tired. She said, how can my mother, was it a mother or grandmother, passed away? And then the next thing now, she's bringing accidents around her life. When she said, this person used to love me, why would she do such a thing now?
Yes, this is...
She said, no, this person used
that's
to...
That's exactly why I want to ask people. So, your ancestor loves you. And then they say, if you should listen to Petmo's story. So he suffered a lot. He lost marriage. He had businesses. Things did not work well because he says he was told by these ancestors that the ancestors are showing him that. So if someone is going through hardships, it's ancestors. So why can't ancestors, if they love you, why can't they just do good of you?
Let me tell you the honest truth.
Yes.
Some of us that do it right. When I say right, I don't mean in the Bible form.
Yes.
I mean some of us will just go for good twasa purely. They do suffer.
Who suffers?
She told me,
these Sangomas.
My spiritual mother back then, she
Yes.
told me, I think what it does is it calls you. I think this is a long process. She told me it's a long process. But when it begins to call you, on the first years, you begin to work. There's a lot of money coming, and then there's a time it stops. It wants you to upgrade, and then things will gonna go better again. The people that I see on YouTube and stuff who are rich Sangomas and all of that, they have to do Noktwala. It's not only what they're forcing it to say pair. They have to do Noktwala. It's a different thing.
Please explain that.
In my time, Uktwala was a disgrace with Sangoma. There was even a song that was used to song Entombeni when Sangomas meet, when one is 12. Because it used to be a disgrace, you know.
Oh, so
Uktwala, it's when now they begin to put human sacrifices. There's a snake attached to this.
Oh, it explains everything.
A chamber where now this thing brings people.
Yes.
It brings things. But normally these things of Sangomas back in the past, it was to the ancestors only. Ancestors and the people and the meat. That is all it was.
So now
today now
so would you call this Sangoma a negative and dark energy?
The whole of it.
Yes.
It was.
So it's not something that is nice.
It isn't.
So
I see a lot of people who want to go in it, and then here's the thing again. They make you look like there's no choice. It's like this is the end of your road. It's either
yes, you're dying.
So then it uses fear. Jesus uses love. It uses fear. It's quite opposite.
I interviewed Richie B. Shout out Richie B. He says when he went to consult. So when he got there with his partner, and he was told you have a car, and then within no time we'll die before end of this month. And he said, so I mean, he says he was baffled, and then and then they gave him that thing. They said to him, let me just pause here. I'll pause here and I'll play that smaller than a clip where he talks about him being passing out. So we'll continue after the cut. Thanks.
So my previous relationship.
Yes.
I lost it because of that. My shop and only to find out this person we can go to mama
okay.
Because of I don't believe in Sangomas, I don't believe in church or whatever. When you get there, now I'm telling you a secret now.
Yes.
When you get there, sharp, this guy is telling us nonsense. You understand? Hey, you driving? Yes, I'm driving. We're not gonna say fetch a. They want to kill you. When I call you, you're gonna die. Really?
So it's you sitting with your significant other.
Yes, we are together and consulting.
This guy tells you, or do you have a car? You say yes.
Yes,
he says,
I do have a car.
Month end wasata way.
We're not someone.
Okay.
The car is not safe for you.
Yeah.
So when last did you see what? So these guys are psychologists. They can play around with your mind.
Yes.
When last did you go to the graveyard and also forth? Okay, but I say to say if you got and also forth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.
Yes.
So this is what they do. And I was like, okay, sharp, they give us these things, okay, go and do this. Kapanga this, and then at this date, come back to me, I'll show you what to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so I wait, get in other words. Okay, sharp.
Then I call my mom, if you have to die. It's a parent no. If you're gonna die. Those things don't go affect them.
Yes, so as you can see, Richie B refused to take an ancestral or a spiritual or a Sangoma instruction because he was threatened that if he doesn't follow it, he will die. He didn't. Here he is. He's living a good, normal life. He's a successful podcaster. So it's just what I wanted to say, that it baffles me that like Sangomas, like there's this animosity about them on issues, and you've given us Deuteronomy and Isaiah where it says you must not follow them, but